Hi, have you ever wondered what it might feel like to be unconscious and hear things going on around you and not be able to respond? Maybe in an accident where you're knocked out and you hear people around you talking, but you can't say anything and they're talking about you. This is pretty much the way an autistic child feels most of their life. They're shut up in that body and they're not able to communicate or get the real person out. My name's Ussery, and I want to tell you about the 3 different types of autistic spectrum disorder. It affects all races, all socioeconomic backgrounds, and all genders. According to the CDC in Atlanta, it affects boys 4 times more than girls, and it affects 1 in 50 children in the United States. Autistic spectrum disorder has 3 forms. It's autistic disorder, Asperger syndrome, and PDD-NOS. The first type, autistic disorder, is known as classic autism. This is the autistic form. When somebody says they have autism, this is what we automatically think about. This is the most severe type. These children are born with something obvious wrong with them. You can tell by their actions. They have a problem with social communication, social interaction, and social imagination. It's the most severe form, and the majority of these children at some point will have some form of mental retardation. They'll have a normal lifespan, but most of them will end up having to have some form of caregiver in their life. The second type is Asperger syndrome. It's the mildest form of ASD. These children are usually highly intelligent. They have a problem with social communication, and they have strange behaviors. I have a child that flaps their wings all the time. This is that strange behavior I speak of. The normal life in them, if they get treatment and therapy, is to be able to live a normal life, get married, have children, a job, a life normal like we know it. The third thing is known as PDD-NOS. That's pervasive development disorder, not otherwise specified. It's known as atypical. It's the melting pot for autism. The symptoms are a combination of the other 2 types. It's not as severe as AD, but it's more severe than Asperger's. The outcome is dependent on whether or not this child receives help at an early age. This form is not so obvious at birth, but by the time the child's 24 months old, usually something has been detected. And that's what starts this melting pot, where they find the symptoms and they fit them into this. Autism spectrum disorder, autistic disorder, Asperger syndrome, and PDD-NOS. They involve social, communication, and imagination. These children have strange behaviors and strange interests. I hope that something that I've said has sparked maybe a little interest in you. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you.